Let's do something different. I just wanna look at the things. I like the general idea of that build.
I can help.
Let's do a Seifer Sharra run. A bit more aggressive in general. Seifer Sharra is generally a pretty offensive build. So I think what we might go for... That's only 10. Lantern Ferries might make sense. I can see that. That could make sense. Yeah, let's go with this. We have to pick up all the cards from the vaults, but they're also gonna be free. And we have Lantern Ferries instead of Rules of Sight and Towers. So if you're wondering about my headband, this is Ice Silk. I splashed it with a bit of water, and if you just shake it every now and then, it will stay cool. And that is nice when it's as warm as today. Himsel's Quill. Very nice to have this early on. Last time I paid 150 for it. I would do so almost every time. Raw Ruby is pretty good because both of these characters have access to multi-strikes. Disintegrate? Ooh, Disintegrate. That's good. With an Ogre Belt especially. Okay, we have Disintegrate, Devil Strike, we have Smoke Bomb and Duel. Devil Strike once again replacing Defend. So our defense is a bit light. Duel would be a good holder for the Raw Ruby. And I think I'm happy enough with it to just go for that. Heroic Emerald. Would this mean we retreat and then charge? No, charge always comes first, right? So charge, gain 9 block, then retreat. That wouldn't actually change how the smoke bomb works, it would just be combo. Disintegrate, making it 1 cheaper means we can always play a 1 cost alongside it. Kinda want to Disintegrate to get a better gem though. Doubling damage would be nice. There are other things that will make lots of sense on that.
This works.
I should have looked at the Vault of Wisdom. I need to pick that card anyways, so... Shadow Strike, attack for 2 twice, and Windstorm Charger whenever the heroes swap. Deal damage to all allies, all enemies equal to this ally spirit. That could make sense. Parry is also not bad. We're up against Mists this time around. At least I think that is Mist. Windstorm Charger? Or Parry? It could even be Shadow Strike, honestly. Windstorm Charger we could increase the spirit of with some of Seifer's cards. Just Whiplash, I think. Seifer does have a few charge cards. Sharra has a lot of charge and some retreat cards. So we would be able to swap a lot.
Perfect.
Let's consider that. A possible plan. Yeah, the forced card pickup mod is definitely pretty fun. this starts in your hand at the beginning of the battle. Oh, so we have a 6-card hand at this on our first turn. 22 damage plus 16. That's 38, not quite enough for a kill. Alternatively, we could go 22, 41, still not quite enough for a kill. So I guess we duel, lunge, and defend. Taking some damage on Seifer, which hopefully we heal back up by drawing the Absorb Soul this turn.
Is that it?
That's another Imperial. One Imperial, I've already spotted where it goes. That's just good. Gives us access to the Lantern Ferry and this normal battle. We need a Rusher or a Precision to get to the normal battle, but that's good enough. Seems like Ignite is the pick here. Ignite is a really good card. Lantern Ferry will reveal 2 tiles around it, so... $11 spaces, 12 here. Sure. Frenzy, Kickflip, Hex. Frenzy is a multi-hit. Hex is not a bad defensive card. I'll go with Frenzy. I think it makes sense with this character combination. I can delete an enemy with Disintegrate. Probably should. That's 13 damage that we don't have to take. It does, however, mean we have to take 6 on Sharra. I should move Seifer to the front, because oftentimes I'm gonna be playing Incinerate on turn 1. No, Disintegrate, not Incinerate. $14 incoming. Smoke Bomb Devil Strike has us covered. I could ignite Absorb Soul to get a kill on you. I could also strike Absorb Soul instead and then ignite to keep the rage. Ignite Absorb Soul gives me the option to defend against your hit, but I think that's not necessary. We just absorb your soul too. No! 4 cost. Now a simple Absorb Soul will finish you off. And I am gonna find it. Don't you worry about that. I wish I could play the Ignite afterwards, but the game doesn't let me. Play it!
This is wasting my time.
Explosive Pigment! Ooh. Explosive Pigment here gets us access to the Ogre Belt. Doesn't reveal any tiles that are covered by a Lantern Ferry. That seems like a prime spot. We also get at least one tile revealed with the Imperial Link in the other direction. We could also do it here. That does lose us a few tiles in that area though. Here we lose a few tiles over there. We could also go in this direction. That still reveals us one tile there. This space loses us all of these tiles. But that might just be the best one, because there are very few impassable tiles in that area. We only miss 5 tiles and the ones we reveal. Here we miss these 6 tiles in total. Yeah, I like it. We could also use it from here. That gets us these tiles though. I think this is great. Gemstone! Reap gain 25. I wouldn't mind that on the disintegrate, honestly. I mean, we definitely pick the golden sphere. It could also go on the absorb soul again. It limits the healing we can do, but this time we don't have added damage whenever we pick up stuff. That easily goes on Seifer with Devil Strike, Absorb Soul, Disintegrate, Frenzy. That's a really good one. And I think we now have the damage to deal with the Lantern Fairy. $35 on the first turn, as usual. Will Windstorm Charger be worth it over Strike? It would need to trigger 4 times, and we're not blocking, so unlikely. I want to strike first before we frenzy. And now Absorb Soul would even be a kill. Please give me Absorb Soul. Yes. Nice. An extra 25 gold off of that. Oh, that was so good. Did I look at the shop at all yet? Because I feel like I did not. I definitely didn't. That's Primal Skull again. Maybe we don't pick it up right now, but we definitely want it later. Once we have some extra energy, like a Farrier Well or 2. There's also Focus. Focus is good. I don't think there is anything right here that we really need to pick up right away. So let's go for some more fights. (22 plus 15 is more than 35. And we can even add another strike on top of all that. Pretty solid first turn. Well, we waste 2 hits on the frontliner. Do we ignite to get another 2 hits off of that? I think that's worth it. Then we lunge. And guess what's in the deck? It's our 25 gold.
This is wasting my time.
Explosive pigment, huh? That is nice and all, but we kinda need an ink to get a good spot to trigger it, although 19, 21. I mean, a 21 isn't bad. But this area up here with just a noble ink, for example, or this area. Probably not this area because the Lantern Ferry is down there. We want to get there and use that. Disintegrate is just overkill right now. That will be less of a problem later on. The AoE actually matters a lot here, because that allows us to kill the Tiki Elite with just 2 more swaps. Ah, Ogre Belt, right, we're even fully defended.
Like filthy cowards.
That kills everyone but this Tiki. At least it does once we play this one. And then we can go for the Absorb Soul. And we can even get an Ignite out before then. Need to keep in mind that the Windstorm Charger hits before the card I play. Precision. Not bad, but not what I'm looking for right now. We don't have any defense in this hand. Well, we have the Ogre Belt, so that's something. Again, Disintegrate not being that good. Yeah, Windstorm Charger would be nice, but I kinda wanted to play it that way. To get the kill on the front line or get Seifer to the front. Set this guy up for an Absorb Soul as well. I take the smaller Absorb Soul here to get the AoE out. We are still fairly healthy. Normal ink. How do we go there is the question. We have one more fight over here. We also need to visit this space. We have Himsel's Quill. There are some possibilities here. Maybe I can't afford to spend that ink. But actually we can see if we find another ink. Nice. This space had 2 options out of 6 to give me a path to it. So That was the best chance I had to unlock it with just one precision ink. It was a 1 in 3, so I still got pretty lucky there. Is it greedy not to play the Absorb Soul here? It is really greedy. I don't think I should do it. That's 22, as much as I want Sharra in the front here. I do need to play the Disintegrate to get the kill here. To guarantee the kill. Yes! Having one Farrier well makes such a huge difference. This easily goes on Seifer. It's practically made for him. Early Dragonfire. I don't think we ever turned that down. Horsemaster isn't bad. It's actually really good. But Dragonfire. When Seifer becomes enraged, draw a card and gain an energy. Take cover when Sharra takes damage from an enemy attack, she retreats and gains 4 power next turn, and Head Start, gain an energy and draw a card at the start of each battle. Head Start and Burning Mind are of similar power level at the moment. Actually no. Head Start is a bit better at the moment, but Burning Mind will catch up later. I still take the Head Start. Head Start, I underestimated that ability a bit. The first turn is so relevant, so important in so many decks. And suddenly we have options. We can Disintegrate for 50. If we go for the Rebel Slinger kill, that's definitely what we do. But I don't think we have to do that. We have enough damage to deal with the Rebel Slinger later. So we ignite afterwards. I think our next target is the Rebel Slinger. I don't need to take damage. I feel like we just have enough damage to deal with the Rebel Slinger in time. Although, not a small part of our damage is to the front enemy. Then again, also some part of our damage is to all enemies. Which will also work very well. Do I spend this turn absorbing soul? I probably shouldn't. No, it's totally fine. We have the Disintegrate in the deck. Nice. Final ignite before the fight ends. Roiling. That helps us get to that last ferry pretty easily. The ignite gains 15 damage from being enraged. Frenzy is 16 damage, Dragonfire is 15 damage. Seems fine to spend it on the disintegrate. This time around I'm definitely not gonna use the Absorb Soul. It will be a damage loss even. I'm gonna get you as low as I reasonably can, so I can always finish you in case I don't draw the Absorb Soul here. No, next turn I will always be able to do 6. Whoops. Missed the ignite play there. That wasn't very useful. Right now it looks like my explosive pigment is gonna go here. The 21. I mean 21 isn't bad. Event and a gem and an ink? Yeah! Yeah, that is totally fine. Scholar Shard. Gem of Breaking is basically useless. It's not literally useless, but it's not great. Because it only removes block after the hit, so you waste a hit. Windstone Charger is not an aggressive ally, so Promote won't work with it, but Shimmer Strike would work well with cards like Frenzy and Duel.
Useful skill.
It's not the best way to gain power, but it is a way to gain power. Reveal all gold piles, gem mines, or health potions on the map. I think we have found both gold piles, both gem mines already, right? We picked the golden gem, golden sphere, and we picked the scholar shard just now. So Secrets of the Earth is useless. I'm gonna go for Secrets of Wealth then. That reveals the most stuff, and money is nice to have. Now that picking up gold does not kill me. It is quite nice to see all gold piles on the map. Okay, anything left that we have to explore? We can probably get quite a bit of gold with a single brush up there. I think it's time for an elite fight. Do I really not want any of the relics you're offering? I should probably buy Diamond Shield, right? We're also much closer to utilizing a Primal Skull now. Wait. We can just Primal Skull and Binding Topaz one card. Have it in our opening hand and have it always be playable. But it needs to be the right card. We need some draw for that to work. Yeah, the Disintegrate is a good way to spend some of that energy we're generating. Dragonfire could potentially be the card we put that on. Windstorm Charger could be the card. It also works for this combination, because we generate 8 energy and Disintegrate spends 3 of them at once with just a single card. We can put it on Frenzy, that would be too expensive. Most other cards don't have 2 slots. And I think that's a good use of Windstorm Charger. It just makes a really powerful turn 1.
Suitable.
It could also have been Focus. Oh well. Some extra draw would still be nice. We do have 5 energy on turn 1 thanks to Head Start and our Farrier. This is 2 healing each fight right now. Probably gonna be more later on. Time for an elite fight. I think we will be just fine against the Queen's Assassin. Yeah. Shouldn't be a big problem.
That was needed.
I want to Shimmer Strike first, I think. We have 8 energy. We have 5, 8, 9, 10 energy of cards in hand. We just don't play both defense. Yeah. Pretty good. Lead on Seifer is okay. Are we already set to absorb soul? Yes, we are. Yeah. Good elite fight. More damage in a red diamond. We can convert one of our block cards to damage. Like a smoke bomb dealing 18. Smoke bomb is pretty much our only defensive card. Except for the defend and the devil strike and the other defend. But these are like minor. Smoke bomb's the only real one. But I think that can just work with our insane damage output. Gonna explore this area. A 13 is nice. We get a bunch of gold piles on top of all that, and we have a narrative. The heroes come across a secluded shrine. A weeping stone woman sits quietly in a pool of her own tears. Looking at the statue, one feels a compelling urge to lay one's burdens at her feet. Pray to the idol, transmute a card. Yeah, that's the thing, right? This deck could really benefit from a very dense block card. Oh, it's just a straight up alchemist. Do I dare? Warcry Primal Skull? Get even more energy? I mean, yeah. 1,000 cuts is also tempting.
This works.
We are building full combo. Oh no, this is actually greed, not the mists. Don't want a quick strike. I'll take another Warcry instead. We have to find a way. Well, I mean, these primal gems are really good against greed. It's just we need to get them off. They're not gonna do us any good if we don't manage to actually play them.
Perfect.
I take another smoke bomb. That's an 8 plus 4 gold piles. And I'm even gonna spend this for another gold pile. Let's collect these hearts. We're gonna be able to bring all of them to the next floor, it seems. We got most of the value here. We didn't find an alchemist, but we found a farrier well, 2 gems, 2 events. We didn't find the second elite fight either. I'm gonna take that diamond shield. I kind of feel like taking this focus as well. Heroic Bond, yeah. Knife juggling, no. Heroic Bond. The Dark Rage, or whatever it's called, Dark Thoughts, is also pretty good, but just straight up power seems like it will benefit us the most. We picked up all the valuable stuff, right? We did. Time to fight a legendary boss. Ah, you. Windstorm Charger. Warcry. Set up the focus. Do a Shimmer Strike. Frenzy is not gonna hit the Tiki Palanquin, it's gonna hit the front enemy. Oh well. That means we can play it first without having to have the vulnerability up. And we trigger the vulnerability. And finally disintegrate. It was a good turn 1, and focus will give us a good turn 2 on top of that. That's 6 damage each smoke bomb. With the 2 swaps. We are just bursting them down. But now our turns get a lot weaker, so now it's time to use our health as a resource. I should have ignited first. The AoE would have been much better than a Dragonfire here. Might as well get the weakness. Now we just need to find a way to finish this. I mean, we're not far off. Not far off at all. Actually, at this point, we could probably try to absorb soul for the money. Like this. That gave us 50 gold. That triggered twice. Huh. I have tried with an AoE card and it didn't trigger twice. Why did it trigger twice exactly? It should have triggered once or 3 times. Twice doesn't make any sense. Ogre Cleaver, Fugoro's Head or Crackthorn. Ogre Cleaver always triggers on Disintegrate. Will usually trigger on Dragonfire. We have one strength already, sometimes triggers on Devil Strike. Ogre Cleaver isn't bad, but I kinda want Fugoro's Head. Crackthorn is also good, but I kinda want Fugoro's Head. I'm just a sucker for good exploration cards. Easy Snipestone pick here. Let's move on. Ennobling. That's always nice to have. Bloodstone, I like it. And Gauntlet of Might. These are very useful treasures for our kind of playstyle. What do you offer? Mecha Cannon, whenever you play a ranged card, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Claws of the Predator, very nice. Therian Shield, I don't think it works with Ogre Belt. So, not quite as good. Glider, ooh, that is tempting. How many range cards do we really have? One, the one we put the Snipestone in. That's it. So Mecha Cannon, probably a no-go. Claws of the Predator. That one we can almost certainly pick up. Good with Frenzy. Or with Duel. Not sure who to put it on right now. Kinda want a Binding Topaz the Glider. Glider can be all our defense, pretty much. We can't afford Binding Topaz and Glider right now. Maybe we find a Glider in here? No, but another Shimmer Strike. I do like that card with our current build. Oh, this is an impassable tile. That makes a ton of sense then. That we can't access it. Well, let's see what we get from this fight. Ah yes, Triton Breeder. Luckily we do have Windstorm Charger, so you won't be a problem. No, Triton Tide Lord. Triton Breeder is a card from Aurora. We just switch a bunch and you die. Well, you don't quite die just yet, but we have the full block and you're at 3 HP, so I feel pretty comfortable there. Now the question is, can we extend for Lethal Plus with the Absorb Soul? If we retreat, then Shimmer Strike charges. Oh no. I forgot that Shimmer Strike charges. I should have gone Shimmer Strike from the front, then Absorb Soul. Yep.
Is that it?
Whoops. I did think about the fact that we were gonna trigger the Windstorm Charger before we actually deal damage with the card itself. But I forgot about the fact that we charge with the other one. I want to use a brush somewhere around here. Is there a good space? That is a reasonable space. And then Noble down to this Fae. Do we have... Yeah, we do have the damage easily. We are very capable of dealing with these fairies.
Thank you.
Do I spend the Absorb Soul? I don't have to. I do have a chance to draw back into it. I dealt 50 damage on the first turn. Although the first turn is definitely my strongest one, it's not the only strong turn I'm gonna have. As you can clearly see. Now we just wait for the Absorb Soul. And if we don't get it, we can always just get the kill some other way. Let's keep fighting. I want more rings.
That was needed.
You're buffing this turn, so you're gonna be attacking next turn. So we set you up to die to a single hit. I hope you are defending this turn, otherwise, yeah, that's good. I wanted to set this Fugu in the front to as low HP as possible, so we can guarantee kill it on the turn where it goes insane. I need to draw either Shimmer Strike, Warcry, Duel, or Lunge to get the kill with Rage up. No! Discharges! I always forget that. Oh, and the default strike would also work. More Royal Ink. They're dropping some high quality ink there. Sadly, I can't quite get to this ferry with a single Royal Ink at the moment. Unless I'm lucky. I would need to be really lucky for it to work though. This card is absolutely busted.
Very well.
Okay, we now have rising tempo on our first turn always. Retain ranged.
Suitable.
That makes sense on a block card in my opinion. I'm a bit unsure on how to utilize these Royal Inks right now, so give me a moment there. Where else do I need to go? Shooting a Royal Ink up in this direction isn't bad at all. And that should give me a way to get to this Lantern Ferry in a bit. Although some precision ink would also help with that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Nice energy refill. Let's just absorb some souls. We will pretty much finish all normal fights on turn 1 now. Well, most of them. Explosive pigment. Well, that's quite potentially useful. $22, is that good enough? Probably is. Nice, nice. It's not just 22, it also gives us access to one more gold pile. Whenever the heroes draft a card, they both gain 4 life, or Fluffy Daydreams, that's a downside. Both heroes heal 10 life. I mean, we kick the Llamacorn. Start of each turn, heal for 10. Tends to use a major debuff. Well, we Rising Tempo, Warcry, Windstorm Charger, Warcry. Actually, we Shimmer... We Smoke Bomb first. And we Shimmer Strike. Ignite. Frenzy is now at max power. Same goes for Duel. Combo the Devil Strike. Throw out the Smoke Bomb while we're at it. Oh right, we have another Shimmer Strike in the deck. +24 plus 25. Can play the lunge in between, that's another 21. 45, 69. Wait, 45, 70 plus 3 swaps. We're 1 damage short of killing with Absorb Soul this turn. Right? 30, 28, and then that's 27, yeah. Well, let's try to draw back into it. Friendship, guilt. Maybe we can be friends? How can I hurt something so fluffy? I feel like I have to kill now. I don't want to take 15 on Sharra.
Rest well.
Although I easily could have, especially with the gain life whenever you draft a card. Let's crouch for some more ink. The Rising Tempo Warcry start again.
Thank you.
Let's play all these Warcries out. Draw all the cards. Smoke Bomb to the back. Smoke Bomb again in the back. We Shimmer. Into Devil. Into Shimmer again. It is time to absorb some souls. And then we end this with a frenzied duel. I told you this was gonna be an aggressive team combination. Very well. Although that only affects the second turn, do we even have a second turn? Bloodstone on Seifer, so we can now more easily tank some damage with him. Attack for 14, gain a courage, return all daggers in your dissolve pile to your hand. Ugh. I mean, high 5 will often be free, but it's so bad in the final fight, like, as well. I'll take a flame blast.
Perhaps.
Fine, I'll waste a little bit of exploration to get to this ferry now.
That was needed.
Let's focus. Dragonfire, then Duel? Smoke bomb first. Duel. Three energy. That is 40 damage. Warcry is still in the deck, but I can't play it anymore. So I think we just try to draw through the deck. And give ourselves enough time to draw back into the Absorb Soul in the second cycle. And there it is. Give me that sweet money.
This is wasting my time.
Mania, Quick Strike, Blade Dance. Easy Blade Dance. When an enemy takes damage, Seifer gains 1 rage. Alacrity, once per battle, click on Sharra to attack the leading enemy for 15 and retreat. And at the end of each battle, both heroes heal 4. We already have healing on both heroes. I think I'll take Malice. We do a lot of hits. That is gonna be quite a bit of extra rage we gain from that. Let's fight for some more ink.
Thank you.
Windstorm into Rising Tempo. Dragonfire into Smoke Bomb, into Shimmer Strike most likely. Let's play the other Smoke Bomb as well. Puffing up our Blade Dance. There will be 16 plus 23, 37. That will be enough. I didn't play the focus, but we should have enough power to deal with this spawn. I really want to swap 3 times to gain an energy passive. That will be amazing for us right now. Can't reveal 3 tiles with this ink to get to the glove. I'm gonna use a 9 brush instead. Power goes on... It could go on either one. I think it goes on Sharra. And this ink goes... Well, yeah, that's good. Storm into tempo. Let's start with the Devil Strike, because it's gonna be hard to combo that later if we keep drawing like this. I won't do damage right now. I'm not guaranteed to find the extra energy from the War Cry in time. Now I just want to play cards, especially the focus. Draw through the deck as much as I possibly can. So I get back to the Absorb Soul more quickly. With the rising tempo, that should be easily possible. The Windstorm Charger is really generating a lot of rage for us as well. Not Absorb Soul. But the focus should be useful here. Break the block and then go for the kill.
Is that it?
We're making a lot of extra money off of these fairies. That was a pretty boring reveal there. There's one more fight that we should probably visit. But we have to spend a 5 brush to get to it. Worth it. Ooh, very much worth it. Blood Garnet, I don't think... Well, Bleed. Bleed does help us a bit against the final boss. That could easily go into something like Frenzy. Draw this card, I don't think is that necessary. Although, that would also be good against the final boss.
This works.
Nice, we got the War Cry in the opening hand. So these guys are already dead, they just don't know it. Yet. I mean, sure, it doesn't matter all that much how we order this. When Storm Charger hits first. Man, our rage is filling up so fast. It is great. Can we keep our rage? It might be possible. It actually easily is. We just have to do that. Claws of the Predator is gonna be good against the end boss. When this hero blocks, gain one more block. I wonder if Glider counts as Sharra blocking. If so, the Therian Shield is gonna be amazing. Common Ink. We still have a brush to get. Let's do the elite fight. I'm not afraid of the elite fight. Usually Act 2 elites are pretty scary for me, but for some reason I feel like we're gonna be okay. That's a bit awkward. Didn't really want to do a defend there, but I kind of want to get the smoke bomb out for free to draw more. So I have a chance to get the fossil warcry. Nice, we found it. Gonna set up the glider as well. I should have spent this rage a while ago. Because we are generating a lot of it. That was pretty effective. We do have the focus up, so our next turn is going to be pretty good as well. Play the warcry from the back. I don't have to absorb your soul. I can just kill you. It's good enough for me. Scholar Sean, more counter. That can be very useful if we don't have rising tempo up. So on our second turn.
Very well.
That goes in warcry, I suppose. One more brush and ink. We could get all this gold over there pretty easily. I think that might be the most value. We could also get these 2 piles of gold, these 3 actually, and reveal a bit more area. Sure. Well, that's okay, I suppose. Master Swordsman. Both heroes gain power equal to this ally spirit. I think I'd take a sulfuric barrier instead.
Ready.
And you know what? I will actually make that a damage card. 14 damage, gain 7 rage. I think that's okay. And the enraged version is just 40 damage. I think that's more than okay. I want some more cost reduction. I'm gonna buy an Archer's Emerald. Put that into lunch? Shimmer Strike? No, not Shimmer Strike. I think Shimmer Strike we're often gonna play from the front. Sometimes, at least.
Suitable.
It's okay in lunch, I guess. And time for the boss. Do we have any value left to pick up? Straight on the ground. This still confuses me, but that is actually an impassable tile. Well. Marginata. Sure. We can deal with the Marginata. Let's set up the glider just in case. I'm gonna go with Shimmer Strike. I want to switch a bunch, but I want the strength for the frenzy. Not quite ideal. Yeah, we missed a free turn on Marginata there. Or we might be fine either way. We are scaling our damage with every swap we do. And we're pretty good at bursting down 100 HP in a turn. And we can also defend reasonably well. We're just swapping back and forth. I should pay attention to how much block we gain from the glider. We gained 3, so the Therian shield was actually a huge pickup. Time for another rising tempo. The buffed Warcry is still in there. But we don't have the energy to play it right now. You are not actually a minion, so I could absorb your soul and gain some money. That means I will only get a lunge off on Marginata this turn. But we are not in a rush to kill that dragon. Our blade dance is scaling very nicely. This turn is gonna be a bit scary. But every swap blocking us for 3 is really nice. Aura of weakness, I don't like that. There is our focus, that's an important piece of our strategy right now. Okay, we got the rising tempo on a focus turn. That's pretty big. Okay, I think what we do here is we kill that guy and then we blade dance Maginata. Should have played duel, that would actually hit Maginata, right? There we go. Boss fights are still a little bit scary, especially the final boss fight will be rough. We need quite a bit of power gain until then still. Croc's Crown with the extra draw. Or Crystallis to absorb a hit. I don't think we really need the extra draw.
I think I've seen this before.
Shimmer Strike, Shadow Strike, Flash Weave. These aren't bad. Kaleidoscopic Prism. Yeah, I think that could be good. We can put that on Glider, for example. And make a really strong defense. I hate Chalice from the Palace. It's probably okay to pick up, but it's just not a great relic. And sometimes it's just straight up wrong to pick up. I think we have to take Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike is actually a really good pickup, I think. It helps with the Doom coins. Whenever a card grants you energy, you gain an energy. That might be really relevant. Drop of Echoes is also very good. Blood Diamond is really good as well. There's a lot of value here. I don't like the cards though. Well, Grimguard is decent. Not even amazing, just decent. But yeah, I don't think we are quite ready for the boss just yet.
That was needed. Thank you.
Good swapsies we got going on there. Disintegrate is just too expensive right now. That's worth it because that allows me to play the smoke bomb from the back which gives me a stronger blade dance as well. Well, I have to kill here, otherwise I... Well, no, Sharra had the shield, so I could have waited one more turn, I guess. Maybe not, because the enemy was also attacking. Another Ignite, another Shadow Strike. Chosen one though. Loyal minion started spell with the Brood, warmed up, yes we take that, and Expert Looter, a bit too late for that. Warmed up is great. When for every 3 times we switch, we gain 1 energy. It's just nuts. Let's go for the Lantern Ferry.
That was needed.
Nice, found the war cry. Time for a frenzy. Dual Dragonfire. We need to be careful not to actually kill the target before we can absorb their soul. We want all the money we can get on this floor. There are so many good things in the shop. Frightening ritual is underway. A ring of summoners are seeking to open a gateway into a terrible infinite darkness. One of them ceases their demonic chanting, taking an interest in the visitors. They hold a curved blade outwards, silently asking for an offering. Reduce Sharra's maximum health by 1/3. Gain a void stone, this costs 0. Or Seifer's maximum health by 1/3. That's pretty easy to choose Seifer there. I want both heroes to have some health, and we're not using Seifer really to take much damage or anything.
Very well.
That should be very nice. Making sure we can always play that Warcry, no matter when we draw it. That should make our combo turns much more consistent.
Thank you. That was needed.
Triple an ally spirit. Yeah, sure. We can kill the backliners with just swapping a bunch. Pretty easily. I don't know if it always costs 0 in the last fight. It should, but it might not. Mechanics like this are not intuitive in this game at all. They all seem like randomly determined. They didn't really solve that part of the game very well. Exactly. That's why you would think it costs 0 even in the boss fight. But what if the other effect is applied afterwards? We can't really know for certain. Another 25 gold in the bag. Stardust pigment. That's certainly gonna be useful. Just wonder where it is most useful. This is pretty decent. Oh, we found a Farrier well. And Fugoro.
Hands off, frog.
Okay. Claws of the Predator. I guess that's okay. I think we don't need that relic to get to him, but we definitely want it back for the boss fight.
Thank you.
So Farrier well always best one? Actually, I don't think so, not for this deck. Well, it's gonna be pretty good in a boss fight, because that's gonna go on for a bit longer, but oftentimes the first one and the fourth one are really good as well. Like, having the energy on the first turn just matters so much. Yeah, third one is always +1 energy, but the first one is 1 energy on the first turn, the second one is 1 energy on the second turn, and the third one is 1 energy on the third and every subsequent turn. Because you already have the +1 energy on the first and the second turn. And I could argue that the first one matters the most. Especially in a deck like this. But sometimes even in other decks. If you have to set up expensive cards, allies, on your first turn, for example.
That was needed.
Going pretty well. Explosive pigment. We can't guarantee access to this Lantern Ferry. Yeah, that is definitely true. The energy is always gonna be useful. That might be our way to access this fight. It is also a pretty big reveal. With literally no value. 22 tiles and finding not a single interesting thing among them, that is pretty sad. Or rather, it makes me sad. Probably should have set up the glider. I was just confident that we would be able to kill here, but I am not as confident anymore. And the extra energy from swapping is doing a huge amount for us though, so no, we are just gonna get that kill. Especially now. Just looking for Absorb Soul at this point. Well, next turn then. Wait, I have to swap to play it. Yep, no gold for me. Oh well. Stardust Pigment. Where do we utilize that? $17, but 5 of those are overlaps. It's basically the value of a 14. I'm gonna go there instead. Oh, the 4th Farrier Well, now that is another extra energy on our first turn. Really nice. This is basically useless.
Very well.
Coup de Grace, Fissure and Cross Strike. All bad. I guess Fissure is okay. Coup de Grace is actually probably the best. Won't be a ton of damage, but still more than the others. Still not sure where to put this kaleidoscopic prism in. I wonder if it works with Blade Dance. I don't think it works with Dragonfire. Chosen One would be hilarious. Focus might be the best one. Now we can always play Rising Tempo first.
Thank you.
Attack twice for damage equal to the size of your draw pile. 7. How is that 7? It says it deals 14. I have 15 cards in my draw pile. So it should hit for 14 twice, because it draws a card? No, it only draws the card afterwards, so it should hit for 30 damage. What? Why? What caused that to happen? Did I miss something? No, that definitely should have dealt 15 twice. And that's not accounting strength. It should have a counter for strength too, so 21. No, we had we played a war cry since then, right? Is it this card pile? It is this card pile! yeah. It's actually really good then. For some reason I thought it was draw pile. It would be much worse if it was counting the draw pile, but this card pile we can always make that work. Just play it at the very end of our stuff. Time to absorb. What, that's not lethal yet? There we go. We're getting such good pigments here. Ink, I will take that. Does that still go on Sharra? Yes. Whenever this hero plays an ally, gain 1 power. That also goes on Sharra. The others don't have allies. Seifer doesn't have allies in the deck. That should set up for the Absorb Soul. Not quite. The Absorb money. These all suck. This one says charge.
Perhaps.
I think I've seen this before.
Okay, these all suck. Well, I'll take Dragon Spirit. It's not gonna be great, but it's okay. Quick Strike? Probably Quick Strike. Shimmer Strike or Battle Brother, or Master Swordsman. Master Swordsman is not bad, but yeah, keeping some power to the next turn is gonna be important in the boss fight. I think it's worth spending 1 extra energy on it. I kind of want a Flame of Ignis. And I also want the Drop of Echoes and the Blood Diamond. Are we happy doing this?
This works.
Yeah, and then we take the Flame of Ignis for certain. Because that just adds a lot more energy generation into the deck. Is there a reasonable way to approach this fairy? I guess doing this is reasonable. Oh, an elite. That was nice. Power Surge, Blade Twist, and Master Swordsman. Blade Twist could be okay still. The bleed is gonna be somewhat important in the final fight. I can't see Power Surge being very useful against the Avatar.
That was needed.
That would also be good on a Master Swordsman, by the way. Nice. We will get the money for it. One of these gems. Actually, we almost have it already. Time for an elite fight. Get myself another brush. Ah yes, this one.
That was needed.
Set up this stuff. Kinda wanna draw into an AoE. Spend Seifer's Rage on. The Devil Strike. But I might not get that option. Okay, this is also AoE. And we just enraged again, so... This Windstorm Charger against 5 targets is generating a ton of rage. Figured that that elite wouldn't be a problem. Prayer beads? Sure. It's not gonna trigger ever, but we might as well have it. There is one more ink I can get. I wanted a brush before I get that ink so that I could find a pigment potentially. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't pick up more Shimmer Strikes. The ones I have, they're enough. Should be an Absorb Soul in there somewhere. Found it. Some more precise ink. The other elite battle. Ah, Blood Sprite. That should not be a problem at all.
That was needed.
Probably should have tripled that with the rage.
That was needed.
That is a bad thing to spend the rage on, but we will generate a lot of rage very soon. Shimmer Strike is what I wanted to play. A lot of rage will be generated by swapping, generating these guys, and then AoEing them with the Windstorm Striker. Every swap is 5 extra rage. There we go. Some more money. Bronze Boomerang. Shuffle this into your deck after playing it. I wish we could put that on that Warcry, but that is not an option. At least not right now. Where is our final exploration gonna go? Up in this area? Get there with 2, maybe 3 precision inks? Is it correct to reveal the middle one first? I think so. It wasn't correct because of this large thing to the side that we could have revealed pretty easily. Oh well. Alchemist. What do we no longer need? Drain strength is pretty bad, but probably better than a defend, right? Especially Sharra's defense are rather unexciting. 1000 cuts is reasonable. Master Swordsman with +1 spirit, also not bad. I think I'm gonna go for the... Actually, the +3 damage is nice, but I think the draw discard is more important here. Mostly because we are almost at the boss fight. Entrench, I suppose. Having some good block cards makes sense. No, actually, we will use the final ink here and then brush for 10. Oh, I don't think that changes what I can buy in the shop. We do already have the Flame of Ignis, but you know, it might. I think I actually want Sharra in the back in the final fight. Just charging up my rage a little bit before I finish this with Absorb Soul.
Is that it?
Okay, that's all the exploration done. No more value to pick up. Let's buy the things we need for the final fight. Shield of the Chosen could actually be really helpful. Drop of Echoes could go in... Coup de Grace wouldn't be bad. Do we buy Blood Diamond and Drop of Echoes? I think so. I think that's what we do here. Leaves us with 281. Damage from allies inflicts 1 bleed. Damage from allies inflicts 1 bleed. Wow. Yeah. That goes really well with our Windstorm Charger. What do we drop of Echoes? Frenzy? Chosen One? Chosen One makes a lot of sense.
Suitable.
Tripled and double?
Very well.
The boomerang. What is a high value card that I want to play as often as possible? Dragonfire. Okay, we have 33 cards in the deck. We unlock the extra talent at 34 cards, so we should pick up another card. I'm gonna take a Bravery then. Poggin Hunter, well, that's too late. Agreed, also too late. Courageous is good though. Starting each fight with 3 courage means we have more energy to spend. Can I even use those? I can use those. Well, we end the run with 12 Radiant Hearts. Whether we win or we lose. I forgot to switch Sharra to the back. It probably won't matter much, but it just might. Windstorm Charger into Rising Tempo. Maybe I just double Chosen One it. Get it up to 8. I could get it up to 12. I can play one Chosen One and see what I draw. And then maybe the second one will be Enraged. We do want to play the Dragonfire whenever we can. And we want to switch to stack up lead as well. Good setup turn with the Windstorm Charger on 12. There's a glider.
That was needed.
I might have to use a Doom Coin this turn. Frenzy Smoke Bomb. This is just too much damage. Thousand cuts, perhaps? Discard one of the Doom Coins. So I can more easily use the others. We survive with 2 HP. It's good enough, I can't play another Doom Coin here. Well, at least this turn we have some energy. It still cost 1 though. Incoming is 40. I kinda have to tank there with Sharra here. Unless I can full block. That won't quite be possible, right? I can do 1 more switch and gain another 5 block on top of that. That's 8 more block. That's not gonna work out. So I misordered things. This is a problem. We do have Shadow Strike to discard a Doom Coin. We can't send Sharra to the front. So we only have 1 swap this turn. That means Seifer is gonna die. I should do the 31 here. Oh, the resurrection costs 1 as well. Looks like I'm done. Can protect against 40. We needed more concentrates and discard stuffs so that we could actually get rid of these Doom Coins and... Well, didn't quite work out. Feel like my draw wasn't great, but it's hard to tell. Well, turns out Epilogue 11 is pretty tough.